wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. That's Dalitha. I'm Travis. It's Wednesday, and that means it's time for Sarai. Sarai?
Saran wrap.
Page.
Looks like saran wrap to me.
Sarai.
Might as well be saran wrap.
Ooh, it's time for the JAS.
Those guys. Anyways, we got peeps.
Jazz for the people at home.
We have Walter in the chat. Hey, Walter,
Hey,
how's it
Walter.
going? We also have Chris O'Connor. Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
We have Janelle with us tonight.
Hey, Janelle. Good to see you in here,
Nice
boss.
to see ya. Hopefully everything's going good for you. He says, hello, and sorry I haven't been in every live stream. I've been putting in extra hours at my job.
Oh, well, good. How's the family doing?
Walter says, hey, Travis and D, AEW tonight. I didn't win bingo. Maybe next week.
Oh.
Maybe next week. Walter says
That Ring of Honor champion?
And Taz.
How long before Garcia beats him for that title?
Right?
Their next pay-per-view?
Maybe. Excuse me. Oh, Walter talking about people on commentary. Chris Connie says, hey, Travis and D. Hello. Daz Reynolds in the chat. Hey, Daz. Also, Bryce Pitts is with us. Hey, Bryce. Says, hello, guys. I am here. Daz says, evening. What's the card, please? I don't know.
I don't know all the stuff happening tonight. I know that we are going to see Jon Moxley in action. We're going to see Chris Jericho in action.
We got Bryce saying, hello, guys. I am here. Yay. Here you is. Wow, that one.
They're all in purple.
That one guy out there was like, ugh. Seriously. Like, people around him were like, yeah, so you're going to do stuff. And that guy
Oh, it's a pizza party.
Like,
Looks like a pizza party. Anna Jay looks good. She's got a bra on and a suit.
blazer. That's a blazer jacket.
They don't push those guys enough.
The
But
talking
they're
ones,
really good on the mic.
right?
And I feel like that they're missing out on those two.
Oh, God. Ugh. What the hell? Like, why do you guys have to just
Is it
be
the
normal?
pizza guy?
Just sit there and be
So
normal.
that pizza guy wrestles like that. So he's from Ring of Honor or some other company, but he wrestles with that fake piece of pizza.
He does?
Yes. He like smacks him with it, and
It's a fake piece of pizza?
I don't know if it's real or not, but it looks fake to me. But he literally wrestles. Like, that's all he does.
Is he called Luigi?
Mario, I think. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know.
He looks like one of them. He looks angry and mad like Luigi.
But this guy is a very good talker. And so is Menard or whatever, the other one. Here.
The one that's
you'll
going to
see-
try
yeah.
to talk?
Oh, not try. He's good.
I know he is. Chris says plastic, a.k.a. Paige. Well, that might be it. Daz, I don't know what the card is tonight, actually. I think Travis mentioned some of them that are possible.
You're going to see Jon Moxley in the World Champion.
His name is Luigi.
Oh,
His
there.
name's Luigi Primo. He looks like Luigi. Mario's nemesis.
I wonder why my volume sucks. Cats, probably.
What?
That's weird. Mine's almost turned all the way up.
Why is it broken? No pizza for you. No pizza. But Walter's going for a Jericho for the win on whatever he's doing. He's like, oh,
Yeah,
it's
Jericho
a
does have a
celebration.
match. And yeah,
But
Jericho's
Jericho
definitely
has a
going to win.
match later. Oh, God.
Oh, no. That's
Don't yell.
cringe.
She's a terrible yeller.
That's what Jungle Boy said.
They want pizza. They want pizza? He wants pizza? It's gross. What? What's wrong?
I don't know where I'm sitting. I can usually judge by this, so I can go forward about an inch. There. What's that? This is like way far away. I think
I know.
the dog must have walked through there or something.
Something. I have no idea.
Why
Like,
is she so loud?
I don't know why she's trying to yell. It's weird. The thing of it is like, she can't, like, yell and be articulate at the same time.
She can't be articulate anyway.
So it's just screaming, and it's kind of weird. Chris is
She's
like,
the
Prince
Liv
Purple
Morgan.
Rain jackets. Yes, Purple
She's the Liv
Rain.
Morgan of AEW.
Walter's like, purple jackets. Films in the chat. Hey, Films says, hey, Miss Dear Charles, big hugs, big hearts. Let's go AEW. Chris says, hello, appreciate us. That sounds familiar. Films like, here we go with Pizza Guy. Chris says, Ocho Cinco. Vindicator is in the chat. Hey, Vindicator,
Vin.
how's it going? How are you? How
He
you
heard
doing?
me talk about Liv and he showed up.
Says, oh my god, delete that. Jericho has created a cult, but only a cult of Britt Baker would be my worst nightmare. It is a little weird cult. Chris is like, Waluigi?
Loogie?
Oh, that's his nemesis. That's right, not Luigi. Luigi's his friend. Mario's arch nemesis is Waluigi. Waluigi. How do you say his name?
Don't ask. I only grew up playing Nintendo, but I never knew any of their names.
Luigi.
Because they didn't even start introducing it to Luigi until Mario, but it was the second player you had Luigi. But Mario 2, you were Luigi, but he jumped too high and his legs were too
Short?
flappy,
Oh.
and so you floated.
Ew.
I didn't like being him. Either that, you could be Princess Toadstool or the princess. Or Mario.
Right.
I've never actually woke up. Has anybody out there beat Mario World 2? Mario Brothers 2?
Walter says the crowd want pizza. Ravi's in the chat. Hey, Ravi says, what's going on, peeps? Chris says, oh, Sammy and Tay fucking in the corner. Basically, Ravi's
Kinda
like,
all they
don't
do.
yell. And Walter's like, guys, hurry up, matches tonight. Ravi's like, the purple jacket is drip. Daz Reynolds says, who do you think Sting mystery partner will be in January? Is he teaming with
Goldberg.
Muta?
The Great Muta. No, he's actually going to be involved in Muta's final match in Japan. And so I think that's why the whole Muta thing happened on Friday.
Oh, God, Garcia. I didn't know he was out there with them.
Yeah, he's been sitting there with his...
He's out there with them, too? That's weird.
What's in there?
I don't know. I hope
What
it's
is
a pile of shit. I can't believe that
It's
she's...
a hat.
I can't believe that she's eating pizza.
Have you seen the dumps on that woman?
He's so mean. Technical sports entertainer.
I like the hat, personally. I'd wear it.
What's wrong with the hat?
Put some fish hooks in it, go fishing.
What's wrong with it? He doesn't like that hat? Oh,
Oh.
I guess it's not the hat he wanted. Oh, God, he hates the pizza guy.
Punched Luigi.
What did the pizza guy ever do to you?
Oh, Lord. And he's the Liv Morgan of the men's division. He's the best sports entertainer that we've seen in a while. Don't do it, man. Don't leave. Choose your words wisely.
Bigger.
Oh. Please do, and make it permanent. Come on, Jericho. Don't you love when they start the show out with just talking?
No, I hate it actually. It's boring.
Are you a sports entertainer or a pro wrestler? Choose your words wisely, son.
The pure pizza guy, he's still wasted over there.
He's probably down for the count. Dynamite. Oh, fuck.
Oh, great. More boring. Daz Reynolds says, that. And then he says, pick up Robbie. Robbie says, oh, just like me legs, too short. Yes, just like your legs.
Oh.
Chris Akane says, yes,
I thought you were talking about the rapper. I was like, I love Too Shorts. One of my favorite rappers. Never mind. I got excited
Chris
for
says,
nothing.
yes, I beat Mario World 2
Oh.
10 times.
Mario
Wow.
Brothers 2, not Mario World. Mario World, it might be a different game. I meant to say Mario Brothers. That's where you wake up at the end. I don't know if you're supposed to give that away to people.
Vindicator says Liv Morgan is the champion, Travis. She beat 2 MMA broads, but I guess they were always overrated anyway. I beat Mario Brothers 2 back in 1992, LOL.
Probably that's about when it came out. I never did. I played it a few times, but I never beat it. But I do have a Nintendo. I should buy it, and I should beat it.
Yeah. Vindicator says, but I actually don't remember the last time I played a Mario game. I think the original Mario Kart was the last one. Chris says AEW wasting tax dollars filling up a building just to see a group jerking off in the ring. Basically, Chris. Robbie says doing a Prince Purple Rain, cool bucket hat, and D, what flavor is the pizza? How would I know? Dazrino says, Robbie, no, Jamie till Friday. Walter says, okay, at 9:20 p.m. I'm going to be here Friday at 8 p.m. for SmackDown, still here in chat. Vindicator says, Travis, who is more washed up, Jericho or Edge?
Ooh. Well, Jericho's still winning championships. So, I don't know. I feel like they both have a lot to offer.
Film says Brian Danielson. Let's go. Robbie's like, yo, Daz, yeah, he's going to chill with his daughter and family at hospital. Oh, is one of your friends like having problems with his family at the hospital? Daz says, is it Extreme Rules next week?
It is on Saturday. Not this Saturday, but the one after.
Robbie says, I have all the old Marios on my retro pie. Daz says, how is his daughter, Robbie? Robbie says, do you know everything? No, I don't, Robbie. I don't even know what you and Daz are talking about. Robbie says, from what Jamie was saying, she's doing well, which is good. Sounds like somebody's friend's child is in the hospital. That's sad. Oh, dude, what a terrible throw. What a weak throw, man.
He's still laid out. He obviously isn't that good of a wrestler. He got punched once.
No, he got punched once by a loser, and somehow he's out of business for a while. This guy is so bad. I don't even know why they have an outfit.
Terrible.
Minnie here says, guys, I heard that WWE will be remodeling their championship belts very soon. Okay, that's my one Sophie Dopey moment for the night.
It's all good. I don't mind that stuff.
I think we've heard that a couple of times now, but yeah.
Maybe they should just make another belt and put it on Raw.
Right?
Get him,
Honey,
kick
what
his
are you
ass,
doing?
Seabass. Hey, buddy. You want to turn our back on us? I'll kick your ass.
Does that make a difference?
Just to get the crowd involved. So they're going to start the show off with Menard and Daniel Bryanson. Dear Lord. The heart of professional wrestling.
Oh, fuck.
The joke.
I think it might be cheese pizza.
It probably just is.
Ty's
Gluten-free.
eating it, and she's like flipping it around. It doesn't have any toppings, so. I know you were asking, bless you. I knew you were asking what flavor the pizza was. I was like, I have no idea. I finally saw the actual piece that she was eating. I just knew she was eating the pizza. I just didn't know what was on the pizza, but it looks like it's just cheese pizza. What most people eat.
Juice Robinson is his name. Juice Robinson, John Moxley's happening.
What kind of juice? Grape juice?
Yeah, I think so. Like a prune juice.
Prune
He
juice.
loosens your stool when you watch him.
Ew. I'm going to have to go to the bathroom a lot.
Saraya. How am I going to remember that? What's that sound like? Saraya. Rhea? Rhea? No, Rhea. Rhea. Rhea's a god. Rhea.
Oh.
Rhea. Saraya. Paige.
He says, Jamie, who does a Liverpool channel on YouTube, his daughter is having neck surgery so she can straighten it. Started and does his YouTube channel in honor of her, his daughter. Oh, okay. Is he the one that does the football games and stuff over there? Like, does a lot of those things? Or is his different? Walter says, Saraya will talk tonight. Hey, Leopold Kitten. Film says Brian Danielson. Scarsdale in the chat says, I have a lot of respect for Philly. Film says Brian Danielson again. Robbie says, I was saying about the pizza, what flavor it is. Walter
East Philadelphia,
says,
born and raised. Hey, thank you.
Chris says, LOL 2.0 Matt Menard guys remind me of Deuce and Domino. They were Greaser's gimmick and Ruthless Aggression era.
I kind of remember that group.
Walter's like, Brian for the win. And Chris says, Juice Robinson versus El Phantasmo had a funny, entertaining wrestling match in New Japan. You have to check it out.
That's pretty funny. So, Daniel, was he doing the cupping and just, like, did it too long or something?
Probably. It always leaves marks like that on most people, but his skin is, like, all sorts of, like, what do you call it?
White.
Cincy.
I mean, I know people have.
If Sheamus did it, his would look way worse. But he's always... Look how red he is just from doing the couple slaps they've done so far.
Right. I actually want to try that, and I saw one for sale the other day, and I was like, I should buy
cupping?
that. Yeah. It just had a bunch of cups.
Oh, I would definitely get a professional to do it.
Why?
Just because...
You just stick it on your skin and just suck.
No, you have to, like, put it, like, where there's, like, separation of the muscle and stuff. You don't just stick it on your skin.
I think you do it where you're injured and it pulls blood into the area.
P-Cola is in the chat. Hey, P-Cola! You're alive! How's the weather? Are you still at home?
The weather didn't...
The hatches?
I saw people on the beaches and stuff, like, videoing.
In different parts of Florida?
Yeah.
Like, there's some parts they shouldn't be on the beach.
Yeah. Well, they're waiting for, like, a 15-foot swall or something, or whatever it's called. One guy's like, I'm not leaving. He's like, you can evacuate all you want. He's like, I'm just going to hang out in my tower. So he was hanging out in the top of a tower he had in his backyard. He's like, I'm like 30 feet up in the air, so.
What a weirdo. Until a shark comes and gets you. Anyways, Pickle says, if Teddy Long came out and said, Daddy Magic, playa, you gonna face the Undertaker tonight, swear this felt like an intro on SmackDown.
Right? By the way, Teddy Long's wife did pass away this week. So.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
Was she sick? Oh.
I think so. I think there was some news about her not doing too well a month or so ago.
Oh, that's horrible. Poor guy. Robbie says, Jamie, he does watch-alongs to footy games, football games, and talks about football on separate shows on. Yeah, okay, he's the guy you were telling me about, that you said I should watch if I'm interested in listening about football. Gotcha. See, I remember stuff.
European football?
Yes. Walter says Tony Storm will win tonight. Films like Come On Brian. Martha is giving us pizza slices. And Robbie says Tony Storm is the AEW version of Dana Brooke. Chris says Hurricane Harvey, baby. I think this one's Ian. Robbie says D didn't care I was alive and in the chat at 1 a.m. What are you talking about, dude? Piccolo says, yeah, it's fine on this side. It was more windy today. Yeah, that's nice. So it's hitting on the east side, I take it, of Florida. Not in the Gulf area. It's on the outside from the Atlantic. I haven't been watching it or following it.
I think it's
so
coming
I have
up
absolutely
through
no idea,
the Gulf.
So I'm really sorry.
I think it's coming up through the Gulf because everybody
Is
in
it?
like Tampa is where they're evacuating.
Oh, so the west they are. Okay. Want some cheese?
But they usually taper out and just rain a lot by the time they get to this actual continent.
I have to save this.
Lemonade,
I
and
have
I'm
to
climbing
save
the
this
wall right
special
now.
effects.
Old Matt Menard in there with Daniel Bryanson. This is going to be a banger. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Daniel should have already won this match. He's the better name. Match is lasting way too long. And Menard is doing way too good.
That's funny.
I do like the purple outfits that they had on. Did you see Jericho's shoes?
No, I didn't.
That was probably my favorite part.
Were they purple too?
Mm-hmm. He had like off bluish purple kicks on. I don't know what you'd call them. Sneakers. I don't know what brand they were. But they were pretty.
Chris says, also Teddy Long had his Twitter account hacked. It was a bot that kept blocking everyone. Weird. Robbie says
funny.
the other guy to watch is Savage Talks Wrestling. Film says, can't wait to see Serena Deeb wrestling tonight.
Yes,
Robbie
she
says,
is.
D never cares. I take the time to watch the gab. Dude, you're a mod. It's like your job.
Hello,
Hello.
responsibilities. We're like your children. 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
He says, Savage Talks Wrestling. His reactions to wrestling is so cool and funny.
There's a guy on Twitter that dresses like Randy Savage. And he like just does it all the time. Like he's just Randy Savage. Dresses like the Macho Man, walks around airports and stores. I mean, he
That's
just...
fucking weird.
Oh, yeah.
I would have to say that's a little weird. I know everybody thinks it's cool and funny,
He, like-
but that's just fucking weird.
He just cosplays.
His life away.
It
Anyways.
works. I guess if you're making money doing it, go ahead.
Right.
Get it done, boo-boo.
Demetrius DeBerry is in the chat.
Hey,
Demetrius says hello. What is this?
We are
Wrestling?
doing a live watch-along. So we watched wrestling, and then you watch wrestling at home, and then we hang out with you and we chat.
Yeah, right now we're watching AEW, and it's
It's Daniel Bryanson.
Bryanson against
Or
Menard
Brian
dude.
Danielson. I don't remember how you say it. Anyways, Daniel Bryan from WWE. I've only been watching it for 3 years. I have no idea who the wrestlers
I
are.
just call him Brian Danielson
Anyways.
all the time. Or Daniel Bryanson. I think it's Brian Danielson.
Yeah.
But I call him Daniel Bryanson most of the time. So I don't remember. I'm like, what? Oh,
Anyways,
so
and
I'm
then
still
John
waiting to
Moxley's
see
going to be wrestling
Serena.
Juice Robinson here in a little bit. Probably the main event would be my guess.
Chris says, I was outside in the flooding, Harvey, with my arms crossed and my sunglasses on. I said, well, it'll be all right. Then I spit on the ground and walked back inside. Ian trying to outdo Harvey.
Old Harvey. I remember Harvey.
Bryce says, so I guess the American Dragon, Brian Danielson, is wrestling tonight. Right on. He's listening right now.
He's on right this second.
Right this second, Bryce.
It almost got pinned. And
By
then
a guy.
Saraya. Did I say it right?
Saraya.
Saraya. Oh, look. Claudio's out there.
Still in that guy's jacket and his
Why is
shoe.
he taking his clothes? What was
Why
that?
is his shoe gone? What the fuck happened to his shoe?
He lost his kick.
He lost his shoe.
Gut wrench. Oh,
Had
Lord.
to take his jacket
Is
off.
he just stealing him?
I think he's kidnapping him.
This is like me carrying my chicken food earlier.
I think he's kidnapping that guy.
He did. He just got kidnapped.
Pretty sure he's kidnapping him. I'm pretty sure he just got kidnapped. The cat's like, where else can I go?
Go up in that corner.
Right?
He was sleeping in the under the stairs room, like back on some back shelves. I came in to grab some tools, and he like comes crawling out. I'm like, "You sleeping back there?"
Right.
Oh, Menard taps out.
Oh, of course he did.
8 minutes 43 seconds. I do time matches if I can remember.
Bye, Leopold.
Daddy Magic lost.
Oh, dang it. Shucks. We knew that was going to happen. Hi, Grandma.
Oh, Grandma.
Robbie's like, Chris wears Nike. Film says, whoa, hey, now don't compare Tony with Dana now. They're both different. Yeah. They're the same. Just kidding. Robbie's like, oh, DU card, you Hallmark card. What? Chris is like, remember when Jay Lethal was cosplaying Macho Man in TNA? He was called Black Machismo. Oh,
I loved it.
Robbie says, film, they are both shit. Piccolo says, supposedly every city has a guy. You know, like we have a Michael Jackson dancing homeless dude. Oh, really? I had no idea, Piccolo. Good to know, though.
We had some crazy lady that would just yell at people.
She still does it. She's still around. Still yells at
So
me.
that's what we're known for.
She yells at you scriptures from the Bible.
That's our
it's
person.
It's fucking hilarious. She's yelling at you about God and all that stuff. It's actually pretty funny. Poor lady. She's actually mental. She has problems.
Doesn't matter.
When she doesn't take her medication, she'll be out and about. She literally will go around the city and she will de-weed in front of businesses. They're like stuff between their parking lot and the sidewalk. She'll go through and take out the weeds and that. Nobody asked her to. She just does it. It's funny.
Go out and pay her.
I wouldn't pay her.
Why?
She could take it completely wrong and then be a weirdo.
It's fine.
They do not want you to promote that kind of stuff.
De-weeding?
No.
Tell her to come do my yard.
Homeless work.
We got all sorts of weeds out here.
Out there. I was like, is this a long match? I don't think so, Robbie.
Nah, it was
ended,
8 minutes and 43 seconds.
Piccolo says, oh, what happened to his other shoe? I don't know, but I want to know now. He, didn't have a fucking shoe. It was gone. He had his jacket on, then he took his jacket off, and then Claudio came down, and all of a sudden he didn't have his shoe. I was like, where the hell did his shoe go? Poor guy. Oh, that's nice. He's a god.
Nobody on this planet can stop me.
Ew, Superman.
Superman can stop it.
Walter says Brian won. He did, Walter. Robbie's like, hi to whoever grandma that is, right?
Oh, God.
Walter's like, okay, MJF next. Boo.
When you could take the ball from my hand, you will be ready.
She
grabs it.
It's a confidence booster. Robbie says, where I live, we used to have a dude who looked like the KFC Colonel crossed with a pimple. He would be in all the pubs. Oh, that's funny.
That's way cool. We had a prostitute that hung out across the street from all the bars on second there, right across the street from.
What did you call her?
Prostitute.
What?
This is fucking 20 years ago. They don't have them now. You know, in the 70s, there was whorehouses in town.
Robbie's like, was it your grandma, D? LOL. Robbie, if it's my grandma, she did. So they're talking to both and all my grandmas from back to back to back. All grandmas in my side are dead. So, have been dead for a long time.
I have one grandma.
So if that's the case, then they are talking to them on the other side with their Ouija boards. So probably not my grandma.
My grandma had my dad when she was 16, so my dad's dead. Mm-hmm. She's outlived my dad.
It says, Fat Lisa, you're alive. That is neat. Jesus. Walter's like, is your daughter home recovering? From what, Walter? What did she do? What is she recovering from? What's she recovering from?
Wood? I don't know.
Walter's like, hey, Ayla. Robbie's like, Ayla, you feeling the vibe? It was like, I think my dad's mom is dead, but my mom's mom is alive. Yeah, you got a grandma or two out there. All my grandmas are dead. One of them was dead before I was even alive or a thought. She died probably about, I would say probably about 18 years before I was born.
In the 60s?
She had passed away, yeah. My grandpa died like the year my parents got married in 72. And then my dad's parents died when I was like 12.
That's nuts.
So, the grandparents that I wish were alive were my mom's parents, because I think they would have been really cool grandparents. Like, they would have been the cool grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, took you places and, like, did cool stuff with you. And, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
On that side. My dad's parents weren't. My grandpa was kind of a jerk, and my grandma was, like, a teacher, so she was just mean. Ooh,
So,
shot.
Daniel Garcia and then Wheeler Yuta back-to-back.
Ooh, he said audacity. I wonder if he had to get his dictionary out tonight.
Please go away.
Great, this guy's calling out Maxwell. Film's like, I'm ready to see Serena. Chris says, what if McMahon was
Who's Serena?
Serena Deeb?
Oh, Serena. I'm looking forward to that, too. Toni Storm. You think she'll win? We're going to have a new champion.
No. Somehow Tony will pull it out of her butthole. Chris says, what if McMahon was the White Rabbit? Like, you could bring in Wyatt and do a callback to the Higher Power segment when Vince reveals himself as White Rabbit.
Right? Or it's Shane McMahon. You suck.
Oh, did somebody actually say
yeah.
it? Oh, finally. In the crowd, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh, God, good. Because you're terrible at this, dude. Robbie says, alive as Ayla. Pico says, in the city of Huntsville, Alabama, there's an older guy named Dancing Dave. For at least 3 decades, he would be in the downtown scene wearing rainbow suspenders and hitting on the college girls. He's one of those guys where he gets older, but the girls stay the same. It's gross. Robbie says, I wish my grandparents were alive. And Ayla says, all my grandpas are gone. And Pico says, thanks, Ayla. Tampa is getting it the worst. Here, not so much. Ayla says, I was looking at Snapchat map videos in Florida. Crazy stuff. Robbie says, what's with the chat tonight? Need more wrestling. Ayla's like, no, Robbie. Robbie's like, Ayla, no what? Ayla's like, no more wrestling. The hometown boy. Oh, boy. Chris says, or it could be Bo Dallas, because there was a masked man behind
Philly.
Damage Control on Raw.
Philly, the place where you live if you can't afford to live in New York.
That's funny. You fat old prick. I think Taz is over there trying not to laugh. He's in there like...
However,
Who's dad?
him,
Oh.
MJF.
Oh. That's funny.
Well, now the Punk's gone.
What?
The shut the fuck up. Clap, 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 clap.
Was it because he couldn't say it? Or
He's got as much charisma as Joe Frazier, present day. Oh, by the way, Joe Frazier is dead. They're cutting shit now.
oh, jeez. Good for you. Robbie says, "Oh, Ayla, you've been to the shops today." He says, "We're going to talk about dead people and dancing people, possibly on drugs, but it can't be confirmed." Pickle says, "I've been to Philadelphia and New York City. Sort of like Philly better, in my opinion." I could see that.
Because they have a bell.
I think New York City's overrated, personally. It says the shops there. He's like, yeah, the food shops. He was like, grocery stores? No, not in a few days. Chris says, MJF, your Mets are embarrassing. Stros are going to beat you, and we don't have to cheat to do that.
I need to go back there one more time because I want to see the Freedom Tower or whatever the tower.
Yeah.
Because the World Trade Centers were there when we went.
Yep.
We went to the top of them.
Vinegar says, Travis, it looks like Maxwell is one of those bandwagon
Gun
hoppers
Club.
sports fans hate so much. He only likes the Mets because they are winning this year.
Isn't he from Jersey?
He is from Jersey or somewhere around there.
Nah, he's from New York. Long Island, New York, or whatever.
Robbie says, I saw a pic of Liv and MJF together the other day.
I did too.
MJF defo backed it good, lad. Gross. Chris says, MJF, you're wearing a fake jersey. Vindicator says, Travis, who would you say was the better fighter? Ali, Frazier, Tyson, Liston, or Holyfield?
That's tough. Holyfield's up there, though. I would put Holyfield in that group, but probably Liston. The only reason Liston lost to Ali was because of the mafia stuff that was going on at the time. Ooh, that's tough. But in that list, I'd probably put Ali third.
Yeah.
Maybe even fourth. I don't know if Ali could beat Holyfield. That's true. The fighting styles, because Holyfield's more of a scorer, like he's going to score points each round, and he knows it. So Holyfield might beat Ali also. But he was a cruiserweight, and then he went up to heavyweight.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like Ovechkin.
Right.
Alexander Ovechkin.
Ayla says, April wants to remove the asbestos from the upstairs crawl space, and I don't know if I should let her do that because it's super dangerous.
It's dangerous over a prolonged period of time. It's not dangerous if it's just sitting there, so I don't know why she would worry about it. It's only dangerous when it's airborne.
Yeah. So, like, when you start moving it around and then it goes through your house, that's dangerous.
Mesothelioma.
It's creepy.
But there are people that worked around asbestos for decades and never got sick. Mm-hmm. Not everybody that was working
Exposed
around
or
it
was around
got
it.
sick.
And you guys aren't living there. I mean, the thing of it is if it's in the crawl space, is the asbestos in the crawl space a insulation type stuff?
It just seems strange to remove it if you can cover it. But if you can't cover it, you got to remove it.
Yeah.
And it's like I said, it's only dangerous if you breathe it. You can always take plastic and put it around it and then tear it down through the plastic, but I don't know what it is.
Right. Especially since you're saying it's on the crawl space. I don't know if it's on the, like if you go in the crawl space and it's inside the crawl space on the floor part of the crawl space, or if it's like up in the crawl space, as in like the ceiling part of the crawl space.
Right, and she's saying it's upstairs though, right?
Yeah, upstairs crawl space.
Right.
That's why I said it could be either. It could be floor, it could be ceiling. Ayla says, Fraser Crane. Chris is like, Foreman? Robbie says, D, if Liv was on a plate, then MJF couldn't say no. Robbie also says, AJ pussied out of his fight with Tyson.
Yeah, and Tyson Fury might beat them all. And I'm not just saying that. He is so much different than all those fighters. And it's all about that jab and his 84-inch reach.
So he gave him the opening and the kid didn't want to do it.
Anthony Joshua?
Yeah.
Not necessarily. It's more along the lines of Fury was saying everything has to be this way or else we're not fighting. And Joshua's like, well, can we do this? And he's like, you're backing out? Like, I don't feel like he was just like backing out. Basically, Josh wanted to do it on December 17th, which I would have loved that way better. Mm-hmm. And Fury wanted to do it in November, which would be shitty. But then they decided to do December 3rd, which would be great. But then basically Fury said, hey, he's got till the 23rd or something to answer me. And Joshua didn't get back to him in time. And so he said, so it's over.
23rd.
Yeah, so it's over. But it's not over. It's never over.
Right. Just this, whatever weird thing they're having right now is.
But I mean, that was Joshua's shot. He should have just said yes. Period. Just yes. Because then he could upset the world and become champion again. Mm-hmm. A different champion. Be WBC champion, but. And nobody wants to see Joshua and freaking Usyk again. Mm-hmm. Usyk just schools him because his feet are so heavy. That's his problem. His feet. It's like he's got concrete shoes on. Mm-hmm. Like, how can you be connected to the ground and box? I've never understood it. He did move a lot better in this last fight.
Yeah, he did.
A lot better.
He did. More, like, I saw the improvement, which was really kind of crazy. But I did see improvement with his movement, but still.
Well, the thing now is I think Joshua could become dangerous because he's only learning how to move his feet.
Yeah.
So if once he gets his coordination down where he can punch and move at the same time, like where he's moving his feet so he's not ground bound and punching.
Yep.
And learning how to jab and punch with his feet movement, he could become super dangerous. But he's got to practice. It's got to become second nature.
Right.
Hey, that Moxley match is now.
Oh. Moxley match. Vindicator says, I like tough, hard-hitting questions, but yeah, you probably can't put Mayweather on that list because he fought so many tomato cans.
Well, you can't put him on that list because he's not a heavyweight.
Right. Yeah, if you're going to have heavyweights against heavyweights, you can't really put one that's not a heavyweight in the contendership of who's the best.
And he did fight a lot of nobodies.
Because he might have been the good in his weight class and stuff like that for whatever he did.
He would fight people at the right time.
Yeah.
If he would have fought Pacquiao in Pacquiao's prime, Pacquiao beats him.
Oh, hell
if he'd
yeah.
have fought Canelo in Canelo's prime, Canelo beats him. Mm-hmm. But he picked Canelo really early in his career and picked Pacquiao really late in his career.
So Pacquiao was old, and he's like, haha, I beat you. And it's like, dude, that's nothing. That's lame. And then he's like, yeah, I beat Canelo. And it's like, yeah, when he was a greenhorn, like, you loser. Sorry.
Canelo thought he could beat him.
Mayweather is a fucking punk. That's what I think about him. He's a punk. He has no, like, real serious... Like, he brings the sport of boxing down. He does not uplift the sport of boxing.
He just fought the other night against some martial arts guy in Japan. I did not watch it. It was Sunday night, I think.
Right. Ayla says, it's like dust. It's not what you think. It looks like cat litter finely ground, but yes, there is also insulation. Like the rolls you buy, there's 2 types, and no, we can't cover it.
Bum, bum, bum. Well, that's weird.
Oh, that's
Moxley just spit on that girl.
Why would he spit on people?
It's kind of a douche. She laughed and loved it, though.
Oh my god, why are women so weird? That's disgusting.
She likes
mean,
being spit on.
Likes the abuse.
She's like, put your juice on me.
Like, oh my god, I love it. Does Renee love it too? If she doesn't, come to my house. Yeah. But I was like, asbestos, isn't that illegal? Well, you can't put it in stuff now.
So in 1977 or 79, 78, somewhere in there, I think it was 79, they stopped the manufacturing of asbestos. But if you had it, if you were a builder and you had it, you could still use it. You could still install it in houses and stuff.
Yeah.
And they did. So basically anything made before like 84, 83, most of the time they have asbestos in the houses.
Yep.
A lot of the time it's in your ceiling. If you look up and it's a popcorn ceiling, that's all asbestos.
And that it was really huge to use it through like a certain time period too. Like houses that were built before that weren't asbestos. Like,
Well, before, you're talking like the 30s or something.
Yeah.
Because that came out like in the shipping yards in the 50s.
yeah.
And it changed the game.
Yes. That's what I was
Because
talking
it
about.
made
like,
everything
things
cheap.
that were made at a certain era before weren't made with
Well,
asbestos.
yeah, you just made it with wood.
Things made with like certain things of that were, and then after a certain time period they said nope. And then it became, oh hey, this shit can, over time can hurt you.
Yeah, don't breathe
with
it.
exposure to it, but you have to be exposurely breathing it for a long
And most of the
periods
time, most of those mesothelioma cases came from shipping yards.
Yes. Or from the Twin Towers because they were full of asbestos and it went everywhere. It was in the air for days. Like weeks even it was in the air. So it makes a lot of sense that people would have problems. Roy says AJ.
This guy must have been fat. He's got stretch marks all over his body.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
I guess it could be from muscle if he was really skinny, but he doesn't look like he has that much muscle to get stretch marks.
Walter says AJ needs banging out. Walter says, okay, bye guys. See you Friday for SmackDown. Bye, Walter. Thanks for hanging with us. Hopefully you're okay. It was like we have a respirator she can wear, just sketchy. I'll take pictures next time I go over there. Robbie says, yeah, AJ didn't sign the contract by a certain time. Well, Robbie says D moves a lot better since last week.
You could also probably wet it while you're doing it with like a squirt bottle and get so there's not a lot of dust that's airborne with it.
Yeah. Phil says, I'm done singing from John Moxley with honesty. I have no respect for him as champion. He should have taken a day off and you shouldn't have gave the title to Bryan Danielson.
But what they do as professionals is they tarp the whole thing off and then they go in there with body suits on, hazmat suits, with vacuums that go out to a truck. And so they got these huge, long, like 30-foot hoses or 100-foot hoses, whatever. And then that's how they do it. So you could easily generic something like that. Put your shot back out the window on a little pedestal that you made for a swamp cooler.
Yep.
Put it outside, take your hose in, suck it all up.
Does anybody know this wrestler? Is he like big in like Impact or the indie scene or something?
Heard that he was in New Japan.
Oh, he's in New Japan.
Well, you just had somebody in the chat tell us.
Oh, did they?
They told us he had a really good burner match with
Oh, yeah, Chris.
Santinos Escobar, I think.
Okay, yeah. Ayla says we had someone come look at it. It's old as fuck. The brand name on the installation discontinued it in the 60s, so it's old. Most houses built in that area are old. Ours is from the 50s, so yeah. Not old, but old. Bobby says Moxley always looks like a nervous wreck. Is his wife keeping up at night?
Probably.
I was like, see, I knew D knew everything. What are you talking about? No, I don't know anything, Robbie. It was like, we have asbestos tiles. We couldn't remove it because you have to have a licensed person to remove it and dispose of it. We just put our new floor on top of it.
Right. You can do anything you want as a homeowner. But if you're going to have somebody remove it, then they want you to do it properly.
Yeah. If you don't have anybody come in and look at it or anything like that, you can do whatever the fuck. It's when you have people come in and look at it, then you're going to have to worry about it.
Like if you're trying to get like permits and crap to get rid of it.
Yeah.
My bedroom downstairs, the whole ceiling's asbestos. And I've got asbestos tiles that can replace those tiles under the stairs. Like packs of them, like 2 or 3 packs of them.
It's true.
All asbestos.
Yes.
So I can finish the whole basement in asbestos if I wanted to.
I didn't think that those noise canceling ones were asbestos.
Yeah,
I guess
they are. Yeah, it says it on the side. They advertised it.
That's
asbestos.
funny.
Oh yeah, asbestos was the shit. Like I'm not getting, like a lot of people don't understand.
I didn't think that they would have had that and I thought
In schools.
No. The ceiling downstairs I thought was installed like later, like in the 2000s. That's why I'm like, it's asbestos. That's funny. I didn't think it was that old.
It says it right on the bag. Because I was going to Google it, and then I looked at the bag, and it says it right on top. With asbestos.
So I was like, oh, MJF, hey man, this would probably be a perfect time to cash in or win the title for Moxley and save the chip just in case you lose the title. Right. Ayla's like, it's safe until it's dust. But I was like, D, you're not moving slow anymore. That's what I mean. Was I moving slow? I don't know what's happening. What do you mean slow? Like I was in slow motion or something? I have no idea.
We're talking about Anthony Joshua's feet and how slow he moved.
Well, I know
and
we
now
were
they're
talking
saying
about
that you're moving faster.
Right.
So it just...
Somehow I became Anthony Joshua.
Right.
Ayla says that's what the guy that looked at it said, but it's the disposal that we're worried about. Chris says he's from Bullet Club. Robbie says, all I know is that this guy shouldn't be wearing them jeans. It was like, luckily the guy that looked at it is George's dad's friend. He won't turn us in.
Right.
The thing of it is like, you could totally just get a dumpster and clean your house out and dump everything. They aren't going to test it for asbestos.
Well, they won't. They're
not going to be like...
You can throw asbestos in the garbage can.
You totally put
They
asbestos
just don't want
in
it
there?
in the air. But it's going to rain in the dump, and then they cover it with dirt once a week anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Throw it in the river. Just Portneuf River's over here. So we used to throw our couches and shit. Just throw it in the river.
Just throw it in the river. It's fine.
That was Danny. We had like this old couch, and I'm like, we got to haul this off somewhere. He's like, just throw it in the river. And I'm like, okay. So we threw the couch in the river, and it floated all the way down. I have no idea where it ended up.
They're like, well, at least nobody will know it was us that threw it in the river and floated away. Fuck.
Then we wanted to throw everything in the river.
Of course. It's little kids. You're like little children. Robbie says Moxley looks drunk in the ring.
Oh, Juice Robinson goes right through a chair.
He always looks drunk, and that chair hit him in the... like, MJ like, Piccolo says, yes, his name was CJ Parker back in FCW NXT 11-15. He left for the Indies and ended up being a player in New Japan.
Was he fat? He's got stretch marks.
Piccolo says, I'm used to seeing him with long dreads. Ayla says, yeah, okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to break the law.
Breaking the law, breaking the law.
It was like, I'll put it in boxes and ship it to Robbie and you know, it's really expensive. Like, I got a present for you. Robbie's like, oh, just keep it. You can't send it to Luke now, Ayla. He has a baby on the way, so you can't do that. Ayla's like, all yours, Robbie. Yeah, you can take a bath with it. He could take it to work with him and use it as dust repellent for his crazy people.
Like I said, all you have to do is get it wet. As you're doing it, and then there can't be anything airborne.
Right.
I thought Moxley was going to win it right there.
He's got to give the guy a chance, right?
Oh, is he
He's
going to
more
tap?
than just a brawler.
Is he?
He can
Is he?
twist ankles. Oh, wait.
Moxley,
He can
he's
take
in the
an
ropes.
ankle twisting. He's like, fine. Let me pull my pants up. Film in the chat says, yo, Ms. D and Travis, guess who just passed away? What?
Who's dying?
Did you die? Robbie's like, oh, D, it's not bubble bath. Are you sure, Robbie? I think it is. I think it's bubble bath.
1, 2. We almost had a new champion.
Why is he getting a championship match?
Because he's so good. They don't want to push anybody on their roster.
Well, why would you do that? That's just ridiculous. Robbie's like, Ayla, LOL. Ayla's like, Robbie, it's okay. You can sell it for money. Tell people it's drugs or something. I don't know. Robbie's like, Ayla, you seem like a daydream. Thumb's like, Coolio, the rapper who was singing Gangster's Paradise, just passed away.
Coolio died?
What the fuck? What do you mean Coolio passed away?
I'm 23 now, but will I live to see 24?
Yes, but did he live to see 52?
Yeah, he was in his 50s.
Did he get shot? Did somebody shoot him? Did he die
Spending
going down
most
like
of
a
lives
gangster?
living in the gangster's paradise.
Because he was in a gangster's paradise?
How do I not know this? Is this real?
Is it real? Film's like, yeah, it's true. I don't believe you. Where's our fact checkers? Luke, where are you? I need you.
Is Coolio dead? That is a question
Film's
that
like,
needs to
no,
be answered.
I think he died from a car accident. What the fuck?
23
It's
now,
like,
but
some
will
say
I
I'm a
live to be
dreamer, but I'm not.
24?
Ayla, you have to be the fact checker because Luke isn't here tonight. Tell me, is it true? Ew, Moxley's holding his hands. Why? So strange.
You can't defend yourself when a man does that.
You can't defend yourself when they lace their fingers in your fingers and hold your hands. Really? You can't? That's weird. Philip's like, boo, Mox, boo. Robbie's like, yes, dead at 59. It's like, okay, what am I looking up? Coolio. The Coolio, the rapper. He's dead.
By the way, John Moxley won. For all you people at
Chris
home.
says, Travis fave country artists like all time, but country artists of today don't count.
Well, of course, country artists of today don't count.
They don't count because
But are they
sing
asking
country.
me? Mike, is that a question?
Chris says, Travis, fave country artist, question mark.
Garth, Alabama, and George Strait are right there, but there's so many other ones like Johnny Cash and Waylon Jennings, and yeah, that one's tough. Oh, here comes the Hangman in his pink
Dolly Parton shirt.
Dolly Parton shirt.
Nice.
And his pink pants.
Like
He's
Dolly.
got pink flowers on his pants.
Got some roses on his pants. He's a real man. He's not scared.
Did
He's
they
not
just say
scared.
Tuesday Night Dynamite?
I don't think so.
Yeah, they did.
Nuh-uh.
I'm pretty sure they said Tuesday Night Dynamite in New York City coming up. He's got a title match. Maybe it's because
there's
of baseball.
Yeah, I was going to say, is there because there's a game on that night or something?
I thought he was going to take his pants off. Oh, he threw his wallet down.
You take a wallet out of his
It
back
better have
pocket.
cash in it. Don't throw your empty wallet on the ground.
Yeah, that's just dumb.
You like $1,000 bill in there.
Film says, boo, Mox, boo. Pickle says, TMZ and Twitter had confirmed it 20 minutes ago that Coolio has passed away at 59 years old. Oh. Robbie's like,
shit.
oh, I'm not a dream and daydreamer. And Ayla's like, yep, he did. He died.
Damn
Ayla's
it.
like, it's a quote from Dinner for Schmucks. And Robbie's like, Ayla, is that show funny? That's really shitty.
That show is very
It's weird.
awkward and weird. I watched it once and that was it.
Me too. I don't even remember most of it. Oh,
It was
there's
just
some
bad.
dum-dum behind you, dude.
They basically
Turn
teased
around.
a retard
Yes.
for half the movie, and then they kind of felt bad about it at the end, I think. But
Like, he's a different kind of guy.
oh, Jesus.
This is dumb as fuck. Ayla's like, it's
Okay.
great, Ravi. And Ravi's like, I will have to find it. Yeah, you better find it. What's going on?
With what?
Oh, you're looking on Tuesday.
There's definitely baseball on there. That's Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
It's there for Wednesday.
I think you misheard.
No, or Taz probably just missaid.
Well, he is kind of dumb. So.
But you can't go further than a week. Because it could be 2 weeks out or something.
Right. Chris says, yeah, I'd say George Strait, Johnny Paycheck, Willie Nelson, Cash, Waylon are some of my faves.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, I loved it. I watched it several times. Dane Travis, way to suck the funny out of it. Ha. Rob is like, D, it's not cool to diss the retarded. It's not, Robbie. Are you telling me something? Do I need to stop dissing you because of that problem? Philip's like, let's go AEW women's match. Ayla says they called them schmucks, not retrads.
Retard. Retreads.
Retrads. Not retrads. Robbie's like, haha, MJF.
They gonna put the women in the main event then?
Mm.
Serena Deeb gonna main event again?
Deeb. It was like, dang phone, haha, whatever. I just think it's funny. Sorry. Probably shouldn't think it's funny. Bryce says, wait a minute, hold the phone. Did someone just say that the guy who sings Gangsters from Paradise have passed away?
Yeah.
Yes, Gangsters Paradise, Coolio was the artist that sang that song, has passed away. Robbie says, LOD, always bullying me.
23,
Am
but
I?
we'll live to see 24. And then he dies in a car wreck.
I'm just kind of retraded. Or retraded? Retraded. Retrads. We're retrads.
Post even
You're
starts
retraded?
the 11th.
You're a retraded? Yeah, I feel you. I'm the retrade.
Did you get my text finally? Or have you even looked at your phone?
What?
I sent you a text.
You did?
Mm-hmm. A while back.
How long ago?
Before you got here,
Oh, was I driving?
probably. Or you were in the store.
Oh, I didn't see it. I don't have little blinkies on here, so I have no idea.
Oh, no.
What kind of outdoor light?
So I can go over there and work tonight, these things.
Oh, yeah, they don't have that kind of stuff.
They do too. I
Not
looked it
cheap.
up. They had like 10 of them.
Not cheap, though.
10 different types.
Yeah, but not cheap. You said cheap. Bryce says, Coolio, no, why? That's crazy. He probably got sick or something. I don't know what happened. Maybe he got shot.
I thought he got in a car wreck. Didn't we just hear this?
Somebody said he supposedly got in a car accident, but I don't believe that. What was the cause of death? I need Luke. Luke finds everything.
Like Whitney
You people
Houston.
suck.
You could try. There's 3 computers here.
No.
And a phone.
I don't
And
want,
a phone.
You get all weird at me when I'm on my phone. You're like, no, I didn't. I should pay attention to them, bandit.
Cool.
You always are. It looks like Born That Way. Bryce is not going to lie. Does anybody feel old? I heard that song when I was just a teenager at 15 to 17 years old. Ravi says, Ayla, yes, you were. Ayla says, I didn't see the cause of death, but it just happened. They're like, let's make the dumbest picture of him as we could possibly find. This is what he really looked like. Seriously. What the fuck? Kinder Bueno.
He died in a friend's bathroom.
Oh, so
This
he was
is all
doing
breaking
drugs.
news, by the way. This is like everything's, even TMZ or whatever, posted 24
So
minutes ago.
it's just suspicious death.
According to reports, Coolio was visiting a friend in Los Angeles late Wednesday afternoon when he died.
He died. In
His
a bathroom.
longtime manager, Jers, says Coolio went into the bathroom at a friend's house but did not come out.
Ooh,
After some time went by, the friend eventually went into the bathroom and found Coolio lying on the floor.
He pulled an Elvis Presley, but instead of being on the toilet, he was on the floor.
It looks like the paramedics suspected he suffered a cardiac arrest, but an official cause of death has yet to be determined.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. I'll have to listen to Gangster's Paradise again. I just listened to it the other day.
Yeah, it's like, I didn't see the cause of death, but it just happened.
Yeah,
I was like,
heart attack.
Didn't he do acting as well? It was like, probably. I don't think he was in acting, but maybe. I didn't think he did acting. I know Ice-T does. Ice Cube does. All the Ices do. I don't think the cool one does, though. That's funny. The Coolio one. It's like Coolio had a heart attack on the potty, but fell on the floor. Boom! Case solved! Tonight she decided that she would wear a t-shirt instead of wearing her boobs.
She completely changed the women's division in one night.
Yeah, didn't she? Just by showing her face. Totally. I don't know what else she's going to do.
Yeah, she's got a nice set of new cams on her. Old Saray.
Ayla says he was in a few episodes of shows like Law & Order, if I remember right. Robbie says, oh, Ayla, you're so bad. Ayla's like, I have a morbid sense of humor. If I don't laugh at the dead, who will?
She just said, this is my house. She's back. She's never been here before to come back, but she's back to wrestling.
Back. That's so strange. Feels like I'm actually kind of concerned for her health, and I really hope she doesn't get paralyzed.
I still haven't seen her damn movie. We need to watch that.
We do need to watch it.
I keep forgetting about it.
I do too.
Maybe I should put it on the top of my list.
Chris says Paige surprisingly not hand in pants time. Film says definitely concerned about Paige from WWE, her health. Ayla says, Kay, I have to head out. Night, guys. Stay safe, Fat Lisa. Robbie says, Saraya can't wrestle that well.
She was the women's revolution. What do you mean she can't wrestle good? She does some pretty cool little moves. That Black Widow or whatever it was called.
Can she still do it, though, with her broken neck?
She can probably do whatever as long as somebody is in there strong enough to hold her up.
Well,
somebody must have said something over here that was mean because people over here were flipping people off that were over there.
Piccolo says later's Ayla. Piccolo surviving Hurricane Ian.
It's too bad about her neck too because she still is young. She's younger than all the women on the roster in WWE.
Pickle's like, did you ever watch Paige matches? Come on now.
She's good.
Oh, are you telling Robbie that he didn't watch them because he said that Saraya can't wrestle that well?
Remember, she was the tip of the spear. She came before Charlotte and the rest of them.
Bring out all the women.
All women?
Bring all the ladies out. They shouldn't have
that's
their
just one.
music
that's Tony.
with them.
They're all coming out to Tony's. Ugh.
I wouldn't. I'd be like, yeah, bitch, I ain't coming out to nobody else's music.
Broads.
I don't even know
That's
broads.
the whole women's division. Sky Blue, I know her. She's got a big old butt.
Is this the...
This is like...
What the fuck is this? What the...
Like the Garbage Pail Kids?
Basically. Oh, hey, do you have any Garbage Pail Kids cards? I guess
anymore.
they're worth like hundreds of thousands of dollars now.
No way.
Yeah. Like, I was talking to my boss, and I guess they have one that's selling for like $70,000 for one of the Garbage Pail Kids.
Guarantee in Larry's attic that
right?
There could be 10 of them.
I bet you I have some. I bet you I have some in like some cards that are like with some football cards and stuff. Robbie says, why are we having conversations?
Well, yeah, why is there no wrestling tonight?
Jesus fucking Christ almighty fucking AEW. God, get your fucking shit together. I guess the only wrestling we have now is on fucking dumbass shows on Friday night. Fuck. Or your dark shit. Fucking dumb. Fuck.
She's the best champion AEW has seen. Come on, Sarai.
Oh my God. Stop. What are you, like, got your face up her butthole? Jesus, Saraya. No, I don't want to listen. I had to take my earpiece out. I don't want to listen to any of it. Is she going to say something mean? Because sometimes she says mean stuff and it's hilarious.
Britt Baker will. Look at her nose.
Who the fuck is the one that looks like somebody
Penelope.
punched her in both her face?
Penelope Ford.
What the fuck? Are you fucking kidding? She's like, how can I make myself hideous?
She's like, I'm
Seriously,
too pretty. I have to
how can
dumb
I
myself
make
down.
myself as ugly as I possibly can? How? Oh, I have a big forehead. I know what I should do. I should pull all my hair back from it and tie it really tight and then have these weird little booble things back here. And then I'm going to make sure I look like somebody punched me in both my eyes. And
Maybe
and
Kip
all
did.
that
Maybe
good
Kip
stuff.
punched her right in the nose. They are married.
What the hell? Jeez Louise. Ugh. Rose X-Ray will get her ass kicked by Jade and DMD. I saw her old matches. They were okay. Nothing to get hard on about.
Yeah.
People says like 6 or 7 female wrestlers are missing. 6 or 7? Way more than that.
They're just showing that there's going to be an 8-man tag team match with these broads later on. Probably not tonight.
Chris says, oh, all the faces, not Hills. Pickle says, I bet they're on Twitch or vlogging. Chris says, Sky Blue is basically Core Jade 2.0. Robbie says, I don't care about what this twat has to say. Chris is like, Jamie Hater. Robbie's like, they're rough apart from DMT. I have no idea what's happening.
They cut it out, so we didn't get to hear it.
We didn't get to hear all the...
Her name
things
rhymes
she
with
said.
shit, I guess. Brit.
Oh, man. This is just pathetic and sad. Oh, Vindicator's like, AEW has an unattractive face for their women division and Tony is fighting a soccer mom. So I'm all out of options. Nothing left but a 30-minute break. Yeah.
Broke
We'll
my
see ya on
nose.
Friday, Vindicator. Bob is like, why is the girl in a white top dressed like Britney Spears from 1998? That's Jamie Hader. But yeah.
Yeah.
Film's like, here comes the women. Pico's like, I'm making a grilled
Oops,
cheese. Talk
I
amongst
did
yourselves.
it again.
All right, Pico, you make that grilled cheese. What kind of cheese are you using? Are you using sourdough bread? And Gouda? Film's like, let's go, DMD. My best friend. Chris says, oh, did Britt say her neck is strong enough for what under the table stuff? Bryce says, wait a minute, is that who I think it is? Is that Paige from WWE? Did she just
It is.
made her debut? No, she
It was
came
last week. She showed up
Bryce.
last week, but this is the first time she's talked. Here comes Serena Deeb.
She came out last week and showed her face. Everybody was very excited about it. Not me. Bryce says, wow, did not notice that. Yeah, it's her.
Serena Deeb.
Old Deebster. Huh. She's on the Brit side, huh? Interesting. Didn't expect her to be on that side. I would expect her to just be her own thing. Alright, let's see. Chris says we need some scissors time with these women. Gross. And Robbie says Deeb is a wallad. Is she? She's a soccer mom, dude. Film really likes her.
It's a Lumberjill match, guys. Is this the most awkward crowd / talking I've ever heard in my life?
I don't know. I stopped listening because I couldn't handle it. I just couldn't handle the stupid anymore, so I had to check out for a second. No, face. Totally just, ugh. Chris is like, sexy soccer mom. Robbie's like, Deep looks like she's been through the mill. Yeah, Sophie's in here. Hey, Sophie says, hi people, how is Dynamite tonight?
No.
Of stupid?
Probably the worst episode I've seen. And it's getting worse. Jericho is wrestling later, and maybe he'll do something good.
Who's he wrestling?
That's going to be your main event. Daddio? I don't know what his name was. Dorado?
Oh, the guy that bigger guy.
I don't know if he was bigger.
Friends with somebody.
I've never seen him before, but.
Or not him?
Yeah, I think he's a luchador, but I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, okay. Chris says half the crowd is jerking out, the other half is not paying attention.
Yeah, and I'm both of those.
Well, considering that the crowd is completely dead silent and they're supposed to get some big old pop of Paige, and it didn't work out as well as they hoped it would.
I think they did when she first came out, but when she started talking, it was like crickets.
Yeah. Sophie's like, I'm evacuated and I'm in a room with no TV. Well, at least you're safe. Robbie says, Tony Storm, here comes the botch. Film's like, it's armpit time. Go, Serena Deeb.
I am the revolution. So obviously she's not cleared to wrestle. She's not even at ringside, Paige. But she is very good on the mic, so it would make sense for her to be up there on the mic.
So... the money. Feels like what time
Well,
is
I'm
it?
leaving.
Yeah. Chris says, what?
That's what they said. You're not listening. Just go. I was just saying what the announcers are saying, and you are now confused.
Well, she said something about it, and they said, oh, that, and she's like, we're inclusive.
Yeah, and then he
"Oh my
said,
God."
well, Excalibur said, well, I guess I'm going to leave.
That's
Because Taz is doing his job,
Mm-hmm.
and now she's there doing his job.
Mm.
Oh, shit. That looked bad.
Chris says, yeah, it just fell apart. I think because it became like a Women Revolution segment. Yeah, that shit's fucking dumb. Well, it's like the armpits stink of piss. Sophie says WWE Extreme Rules and the AEW Battle of the Belts are rumored to go head-to-head at one point. Chris says in the crowd even boo Tony. Film says, Misty, she knows you guys. If she knows what time it is, same goes to you in the chat.
Peanut butter jelly time.
No, not in Film's world. It's never peanut butter jelly time. That would be way more fun.
There's some peanut butter over here. Do you want some?
No.
A smaller bite, maybe?
I don't want to try any of it.
Yeah, I had all the Garbage Pail Kids. We had the whole sets every year that they came out. They did it
you?
like 3 years in a row. Yeah, every one of them.
I didn't know you had all of them.
Oh, yeah.
Dang.
That's all we did was go down to the store and buy Garbage Pail Kids, and it was Dell's Market.
Right.
And they were just so cool. Then they had them at Albertsons, too, so we'd buy them at Albertsons also.
That's funny. So it was like the Hurricane Ian is scheduled to leave Florida tomorrow morning. That's cool. You know that those things usually don't go off of schedules. Chris says, also, I feel like Tony versus Paige should feel bigger, probably if it was in WWE.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. They're on the same side, and I don't think Paige is cleared, so.
Purpur is in the chat. Hey, Purpur says this Dynamite kind of mid, only still watching for Jericho
Bandito, that's his name. Yeah, it's definitely a tough one, isn't it? Like, I'm just sitting here waiting for it to be over.
Robbie says, LOD, just don't show your armpits. You might make Film end up in the ER with all the excitement. I don't think mine are as exciting as other people's, Robbie. So, there's that. You have to be hot.
I feel like
To
an
have hot
armpit is
armpits.
just inclusive for everybody. Everybody has an armpit.
I know. Like an asshole. So McKenna and I were having a conversation at Home Depot when we were buying wood. And person was checking us out. And I was like, because we were talking about guys having long hair and stuff earlier. And she's like, I don't really like it. I'm like, yeah, it's kind of, it's different. I go, some guys look okay with it, and they look hot with it. Some guys, it doesn't look very good on them. And anyways, and then she's like, yeah. And I go, and then there's that problem of not knowing what they are. She's like, sometimes. Anyways, and so the person was checking us out. I was like, what do you think that one is? And she goes, I don't know. So she said something, and I'm like, I don't think so. And she goes, well, and I go, and I really don't care. You're going to be whatever I think you are. That's it. I am not going to, like, if you're offended, I don't give a shit. And she goes, yeah, well, I know, identify as they, them, and you better, or I'll never come back. And I was like, that's fine. You're all just assholes anyways. And she was like, what? And I go, what? It's inclusive to everybody. Everybody has one. Poor kid.
Oh.
She was not ready for that one. I
Right.
was like, well, they're just all assholes. I'll have one of them, so it's inclusive to everybody.
Right. Tony snaps her back.
Ooh, she snapped it? Like, broke it? Oh, no, she got up. She's not broken. I was hoping she was.
Oh, she's going to hit her with that butt.
Ooh.
Her big flat butt.
Her flat ass that she's got now.
Whoa, rolls the throw. 1, 2.
Her wide ass, but it's not very bubbly, so it's just a flat, wide ass.
Mm-hmm.
It's so weird. I don't understand how everybody's like, it's got such a nice butt. And it's like, it's not that nice.
I think it's just because she's a dame.
Is it? Is that why? I suppose. I guess. I have no idea.
People are just attracted to women.
Are they?
Can't blame them.
Chris says also when Paige does get cleared, she should put over Jamie Hayter. Sophie says they're putting that Battle of the Belt special after Rampage, and Rampage will be going head-to-head with SmackDown at the 9 p.m. hour. Robbie says, oh, what, no deodorant? Purr says, I've been watching y'all for some time, but I finally need to ask for each of your personal favorite pro wrestler each.
Ever? Mine's Hulk Hogan. Right now, it would probably be Wyndham Rotunda.
Okay, I've always liked The Miz. Like, from when I first started actually, like, watching wrestling, which was...
Jamie Hayter just laid out freaking Sky Blue.
With Travis and stuff. And so, I would say The Miz, just because he's an asshole. Sophie says Rampage will be live on October 7th. Robbie says even the ref is botchy. Sophie doesn't matter. Sophie says, do you think this Dynamite will get them 1 million viewers for a 4th week in a row? And Luke's in the chat for a minute. Hey, Luke. Says, hi all. Hi, Trav and Dalitha. Did anything cool happen with Saraya? And did I miss anything interesting?
What's happening with her is still happening. And no, she just came out and talked for a minute, and she's calling this match.
So was that cool? No. No, that's actually
But no,
stupid.
nothing cool happened.
They're talking with Britt, like, back and forth was really fucking lame.
And Britt did break her nose last week.
Women's division, the whole women's division, it was like 4 wrestlers, which is even more pathetic and dumb. I don't understand what she's doing there. Like, what?
With
is she
no
bringing
Jade.
up morale? What the fuck? Like, seriously, bitch? What the fuck are you even doing? Ugh, I don't know. Anyways. Anything interesting in wrestling?
John Moxley did wrestle Juice Robinson, if you know who that is.
Yeah, that happened. We're watching the women's match right now. You know, Tony and Serena Deeb.
And that's
Coolio died.
Coolio died.
I don't know if that's
Interesting. And it didn't happen in wrestling, but Coolio is
sad.
dead. So he did live to see 24, but not 60.
not 60. Film wants Serena Deeb to go. Robbie's like, Luke, not going to lie, AEW hasn't been great. Sophie says an Impact is having a pay-per-view next Friday. I don't know why they are doing pay-per-views on Fridays now. Chris says, I think because her thighs. You think, Chris, that's why it's Tony's thighs? Maybe. Film says, who's not wearing any deodorant? You got my attention. Robbie's like, Deeb and Sturm. And Sophie says, I thought Hurricane Ian was supposed to affect AEW tonight in some way. They're in Philadelphia, honey. I don't think it's going to affect them. Chris says, can't stand Cora Jade, so not getting my hopes up for Sky Blue even if she has the eye candy. Film says, haha, Miss D's armpits are amazing. Ravi's like, Deeb is comical. And Sophie says, wow, D is in the Miz fan club with only one other person. Ravi says, Coolio did have a few hits.
Did he? I can only think of one.
Gangster's Paradise. I didn't even know that was him.
You didn't know that was Coolio?
I just knew it was a really popular song. Did not know he sang it. I was not really in the rap scene, so. Sophie, I've never, ever not said I wasn't a fan of The Miz. The whole time I've been here. Sophie's like, what's the point of signing Paige to AEW if she isn't medically cleared?
I don't know. Just maybe as a talking point, excitement.
They're like, well, we can't have CM Junk Funk over here because he's too stupid. So I guess we'll have this one and see what happens. Hey.
And hers wasn't an attitude issue that I'm aware of. Oh, fuck.
No, she just got hurt.
You can't have women that don't know how to wrestle pull pile drivers off the second rope.
Right.
Look how close she is to getting damaged here. That's terrifying. And she might really be hurt.
That's not good. Why are you throwing stuff on the ground? Where'd it
Here.
go? Who's doing the pile driver?
Tony Storm.
Oh, Jesus.
Serena Deebs knows what she's doing. Tony's just not on that level. Look at this. You cannot do this. That's just too dangerous.
They're like, hey,
Whoa! The Acclaimed.
What's her face? Got her neck broken. Let's see if we can do it to you, too. Paige. I guess I lost a piece of cheese.
Cheese.
The cat didn't want it. He wanted it, but didn't. Same time.
We do have mice living in our house again.
Not surprising.
I can hear them in the ceiling under my bed.
Yeah, I don't know what to do about it. They have an open contract to defend their titles.
Oh, God, these guys again.
Oh, this guy. Boo. Chris says they signed Paige because Bray is coming to WWE. Oh, yeah? Robbie's trying to tell everybody I like country music, which I don't. Film says, yeah, like I said before, I'm definitely concerned about her health. Film says, no, boo, Tony Storm, boo. Robbie says they got doctors, so they should be fine. Sophie says Coolio also sang the Keenan and Kel theme song. Chris says pile driver off top rope like it's ECW. I was like, no way, Sophie. Sophie says, would you be a fan of The Miz if he jumps to AEW? He wouldn't be The Miz anymore. Robbie says, no, it wouldn't, Sophie. Sophie says, hopefully this White Rabbit thing that the WWE got going has a good payoff.
Yeah, Shane McMahon coming back. Shane O'Mac. Just kidding.
I thought it was that other guy you were talking about last week or Monday.
Shane O'Mac?
No, you weren't talking about him. You were saying it was somebody else.
Bray?
No, somebody else. Somebody they weren't even talking about.
James Ellsworth, maybe? That'd be a huge spike in ratings.
It was who?
James Ellsworth came back with Carmella.
Oh, it wasn't him you were talking about. I think the guy was dead or something. It was some wrestler, an old man or something, but I think he might be dead.
Ricky Steamboat?
I don't know. It was just some guy, and you were like, yeah, it's going to be him. But you were joking. You forgot all about it.
Forgot my jokes.
Looks like I honestly think AEW signed Saraya to be for AEW what Punk's wife is for Glow and other women's wrestling companies. Maybe.
It's good for him. I
So-
don't mind her being there. She's pretty. She's nice to look at.
Right?
And if
Fun
that's what they're
says.
bringing her there for, let her be there.
Says Robbie Misty will show it later, not now. Ew. Robbie's like, do you get your scissors out? No, that's all Travis for you.
She won't do it.
Boom says Robbie, say, how's your day? By the way, mine's pretty good. Chris says White Rabbit isn't Shane O'Mac, but rather big money Shane Taylor. Just kidding. He's like indie wrestler. So he's like, Raw got 1.6 million viewers this past week, up a little bit from last week.
Yeah, ratings have been down this year since Triple H has taken over compared to last year at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So they might be losing some fans now that Triple H is in charge. And numbers don't lie, guys. I think they're down like 64,000 or something. It's not a big number, but it's still quite a few.
Robbie's like, no, don't blame. There's no blame when the person who wants to do it is that person, Robbie. That's not blame. You need to look it up in the dictionary. I know that English in your country is weird and the words can mean completely different things. But, yeah. Luke says the point of signing Saraya is twofold. So they're trying to bring in more women viewers and to help solidify and build up the women's division, and who cares as long as she's happy and safe. Yeah. As long as she's happy and safe. Although what they pulled out for their women's
The Blade
division
and the Butcher.
in the ring was dumb as fuck. Like, lame. Like, never.
Marq Quen.
Pathetic.
This is an interesting group. How do they talk to them? Oh. Marq Quen and Isiah Kassidy. Oh, there's Matt. Come back to me.
My brother's in jail and I need people. Ugh. We're connected. We're connected. Robbie's like, who cares about ratings? Not me. Whatever, Robbie. You love them. So if he says we don't know how long WWE is going to play this White Rabbit thing off before people get bored of it. Chris says Apollo could be White Rabbit because in NXT his right eye is bleeding and in White Rabbit promos one eye of the rabbit is red.
Yeah, definitely could be. Apollo. Come
Robbie's
back
like,
as the Nigerian
"Nah,
prince.
it's UD." Oh, all Travis there, Robbie.
What is that?
I know that you don't see him in this whole version of our show, but it's him who wants to do it. And you know what's even better,
Ricky
Robbie?
Stark.
He wants to do it with you, and you probably want to do it with him. Aw, you guys make a cute couple. It's like, Sophie, we don't know and don't need spoilers from you. So he says Tyler Breeze is coming back to the WWE because he is going to be on the bump. Bryce Pitts says, okay, Dee and Travis, it's time for me to go. I'll see you guys on the next live stream for Friday. If not, definitely Monday. Bye. Bye,
Oh,
Bryce.
thanks for
have
hanging
a
out with
great
us.
rest of your week. Hopefully we'll see you Friday. If not, have a wonderful weekend. Robbie says Andrade. Chris says that was AEW worst segment ever. Almost put doing JAS earlier. Sophie says Saraya is playing the same role she was going to be in if she stayed in the WWE.
Except for she's on TV.
Luke says my issue specifically with AEW Women's Division is they have a bunch of women who can and have done creative stuff, but Tony has final say and keeps putting his hands all over anything.
I don't know who this guy is. They didn't introduce the other guy. So Ricky Stark is wrestling somebody. And they're saying him.
Ice him up.
Shamba? I don't know if that's the move or the wrestler. He's smiling. He's laughing. The wrestling the wrestler just got pinned was laughing. That's fucking great.
Nobody knows who he is. Nobody knows who this guy is.
I didn't even get to time that one, so.
It was like 30 seconds.
I forgot.
I was like, oh, well, how kind of you to share, D. Always, bud. More power to you.
They're like, get out there and wrestle fast, because the main event's coming up. So
Right.
you have like 30 seconds.
So says,
Watch his face.
It's because he did that and then slapped him on the chest, probably.
Now what? See him?
Oh. He's like, I'm trying to make a face where he's like, got me, but, you know. Sophie says it sounds like AEW is going to use her in the same way as WWE did when she retired. Chris says Ricky Starks thinks he's LA Knight, a.k.a. Max Dupree. And Luke says, so AEW and WWE women's divisions are both trying but are flawed. You're just repeating what certain dirt sheets are spewing. I was like, D, they just said his name. That's great. Did you put it on the chat so everybody could know it, or are you just going to be selfish?
Hey,
like normal.
Wheeler Yuta's wrestling next week.
Oh, really?
MJF.
Oh, what? That's happening next week? Oh, gosh. That guy's wrestling?
On Wednesday.
On the Wednesdays. Ew, he's going to hang his head.
I thought he was going to shave his head.
Dynamite anniversary? That's weird.
Is this ahead of that now?
Next Wednesday
night? No, it can't be. It's main event time. Chris Jericho.
Too quick. Did they, Robbie? You seem to have caught it. You're the one that says they said it. So if they said it, then you caught it. So they must not have said it too quick. Because we know you're kind of slow. So, you know, there's that.
All right, who's homeboy here? What's his name again?
Daddy-O.
I know, that's what I want to say.
Bandito. It's the bandit.
Bandito.
He's a bandito. Oh, that's awesome. And he wears
it like one of those?
Cowl. I feel like I'm watching something I shouldn't be watching right now.
Like Django Unchained?
Oh no! I can't see through this thing! Who made these?
My wife made them.
My wife made these! She worked real hard on them!
You ungrateful sons of bitches. Can we just say...
The next time that we do this...
We want to appreciate what she did, but next time, maybe, she could make the owls different. You sons of bitches.
I'm leaving. I was like, D, you're this... No, actually, I'm not. So it's like this AEW Dynamite sounds like an NXT episode, does it? They talk a lot there, too. But I was like, this is cringe, like you. So it's like, it is AEW 3-year anniversary. That's awesome. Looks like, Sophie, the reason I tend to disagree with your wrestling opinions, but don't argue with Talitha is, even if I don't agree with Talitha, she is forming her opinion based on what she watches. That's right, because guess what? I don't read any of your guys' stupid fucking news shit. None of it. Absolutely none. The only time I know anything is if Travis is like, hey, I'll tell you something. Okay. Then I might know something. Otherwise... I'm just going off of what I see in the ring. So I'm going off of what they're portraying to the outside world, not behind the scenes conspiracy theory stuff. As Chris says, ROH announcer is cool. Is he? Is he cool? Like cool? Looks like you always just repeat what others say. No original opinions. If you start actually coming with opinions that are original, I'd entertain them. Ernest Bell in the chat for a second. Hey, Ernest. Hello. Robbie's like, D, I don't care for wrestling news either. I just don't listen to it. Like, seriously, in all reality, the only time I know any wrestling news is if Travis literally is listening to something while I'm around, or he tells me stuff, or you guys tell me stuff. That's it. Otherwise, I have no idea. I don't know anything about these guys. Most of them, I don't even know their real names. I couldn't even tell you anything.
All right, Bandito into the ropes. Jericho hits him with a big clothesline.
Vindicator's like, aha, I got you to delete that. I came back before Friday. Oh, you did. You sneaky little butt.
You missed Tony Storm winning.
Does it have to know if Travis is inspired to wear his white Desperado cowboy hat for next week's Dynamite?
Not a chance.
Totally. He's going to wear his Bandito belt as well.
Should I wear my white mask?
I think you should wear a white mask. So this is a Ring of Honor World Championship eventing AEW Dynamite. So the AEW Championship, why? Because they had an AEW Championship match earlier?
We did. We had the World Championship match earlier tonight.
It happened between Moxley and a guy.
Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD?
Juice Robinson.
Juice WRLD is dead.
The ghost of Juice WRLD.
Came about Juice Robinson with his grapefruit juice. Came out there and wrestled. So Arai says, D, your mic is breaking up a little. Is it? Is it? Pickle says, there was a time when dirt sheets didn't even matter and people just enjoyed the show for what it is, entertainment. That's what I do. I enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah, I turned off my notifications on YouTube, and I think my life's just become
different.
Better.
like
I don't hear anything that's happening, so I'm completely out of any loops
we're
or
out
anything.
of the loop now too. I have no idea what's going on. So, Luke says, I will never see eye to eye with Dalitha and Trav about Liv, but they have issues with her wrestling. They don't have a problem with her real life, which tells me they can separate fake from real. Yeah, I really personally don't care what she does in her personal life. I'm sure she's a really great person. I'm sure she's really sweet and nice and all that stuff. I just don't care. I don't care about her real life. Because I'm not one of those stalker people that have to know everything about what they do in their real lives.
I honestly can separate real life from sports, and I do it all the time.
Yeah. That and the fact that, yeah, I mean, I get it that she has a lot of fans. You're a big fan of her, and I would never begrudge you of that. Do I sometimes silently judge you? Yes. Do I sometimes say it out loud? Uh-huh, yeah, I do. But I don't really say, like, there are some wrestlers, and you guys have heard me say it, there are two wrestlers that I have said things that I say that they are probably horrible, bad people in real life, too. And they are. They have proven it over and over again and multiple times in real life. I'm not just talking about their wrestling personas. I'm talking about what they've done in real life as well. And so I have made my opinions about them, and I will never like them. No matter what, they could redeem themselves 20 times over. I will never like them. Ever. And that's just how it is. Robbie says, oh, Dee was excited that Tony Storm won. She won.
She did. She hit her with that pile driver.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She did a really terrible move and almost killed Serena Deeb. Yeah, that was, yeah. Stuff.
Trying to kill people.
Robbie's like, Dee, you would look good in the white mask.
Put you in a mask.
That kind?
Give me a sheet.
Should I get a pointy hat as well? Let's not!
You come out like Bandito and a wizard at the same time.
Yes! Yes, that's exactly the look I was going for. Like, what the fuck?
Well, the ratings went up, and then we got banned.
Vinegar says, yeah, I'm surprised Bandito mask is not causing a ruckus. Maybe because it's not complete, if you know what that means. Yeah, Vindicator, we know what you mean.
We're all over it.
We've been making little jokes here and there that probably most people don't even know. I was like, yes, it was. Vindicator's like, but quick trivia only for Talitha. What is CM Punk's real name? Dumbass? Is it Dumbass?
Dumas.
It's Dumbass, isn't it? It's Dumbass! I got it. I was like, D will always begrudge. Is life perfect? What?
Going through it twice.
Coolio, who died while visiting with a friend. No cause of death is revealed yet.
Oh, Coolio. Dead. Why is he just holding him there?
I don't know.
This is like a full minute.
Barely even hold him up. This is just pathetic. Why are we doing this? Why am I here? Why am... I've got 15 more minutes of this. I don't know if I can handle it.
The crowd loves it.
Oh, man. Vindicator's like, delete this silently. Remember of the Judgment Day, but I wish he would vocally kick out the useless...
Look at this. He doesn't even have him up anymore.
I know, right? He's like, I can't hold you.
This is over a minute, and then drops him down on his cranium.
Oh.
That cowboy in the front row is like, woo! You got your mask on upside down, boy!
That's not how we wear that. I mean, that's not... I don't know anything about that.
I like this Bandito character. Sorry. I don't know if the cowboy really said that. Sorry, but I misquoted.
He looks really excited about it, though, don't he?
He was all sorts of excited. That's it. 1, 2. Oh.
I can't be over this too much time.
That fan in the audience looked like Jamie Hayter.
It's like, I need to make sure my mask is still on.
So is that a luchador mask?
Oh, I don't know what's happening.
When I see it every time, I keep thinking it looks like one of those beaks that you see in those like costume parties.
Right?
You know, the birds with the beaks. But then it is just fabric.
Yeah.
Like a pillowcase.
People says it's nice to form an opinion about whatever it is you enjoy. But to force it down people's throats like it's the gospel, frickin' kick rocks. I'm sorry, Pico, if I offended you.
Go out and pet grass.
Cheese. What you doing, Leopold?
No, that's not even a good idea.
Yeah, mister. Looks like I became a Liv fan when she first was in NXT. They were at an event in KC and all the wrestlers were singing stuff. They all left at a certain time, but she stayed till everyone had gone through. Robbie says, yeah, Dee, you need the hat. No. Sophie says there are fans that are like you about the whole separating wrestling from real life.
Well, I do it in all sports. Look at Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor is one of my favorite players of all time. He was sleeping with like 15-year-old prostitutes and snorting cocaine with them.
Right.
Like, if you sit there and go, well, he's a child molester and he's doing cocaine, you know, he's not a good person.
Right.
But he's still in the Hall of Fame because the NFL separates it too.
Right.
What did you do on the field?
Yeah. Did you do drugs while you were doing it? Nope, I didn't. I was like, Dee, why are you here?
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
they
know,
were
for your
all
entertainment,
fucked
Robbie.
up
I
on
know
drugs
they
in
were.
the 80s.
Oh, yeah. Vindicator's like, laugh away ass out of Travis, and Robbie's like, Sophie, can it? Ha ha ha, that's too funny off the top rope. LOL, Sophie says Dynamite is going to go head with NXT again in October with a special Dynamite episode taking place on a Tuesday. Maybe that's what Taz was talking about. The Tuesday one in October.
So, yeah. That's when we're going to see the World Championship
But
match.
not next week.
No. That's why I said it's probably further away.
Vindicator says, on that note, I'm going to wind down and try to go to sleep. Although I will see you guys for when people are laying the smack on other people to put them down.
Woo!
Bye, Ben.
See you, Ben.
Friday like, Dino, all about petting grass. Yeah, because I go outside a lot, actually, and I don't sit like some people do and spout out weird stuff.
They're not weird if they're facts.
Most of the time, they're not facts.
I'm joking.
Sophie says Wolverine is going to be a Deadpool 3 Ryan Reynolds and have Solow said its YouTube video.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So cool.
What was it?
The Wolverine's going to be in Deadpool 3.
I did hear that.
Ryan Reynolds told everybody.
It's not. It's the actor, Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
He's going to be in it.
He's actually going to play Wolverine again. I thought he was done playing Wolverine.
For Deadpool 3. It's probably not going to be a long one. I doubt he's going to be like tag teaming with him.
We're in picture though, guys, and AEW Dynamite. Both guys were out of the ring for quite a while. Aubrey was counting.
Yeah, she can't count to 10 though.
Every once in a while they do count outs in that. Robbie's like big boned, and Robbie says, "Do you get your tickets? Tickets for what? What?
Ain't no bloodin', ain't no crippin', ain't no foolin', the potty said trippin'. Coolio.
I wouldn't know." Yeah, you can do better.
I forgot that song. That's not Gangster's Paradise. That's another one. So he did have 2.
Oh my god.
I don't know what song.
Hey, look, now they're hitting each other. Oh my gosh, somebody's bleeding and it got all over that guy's mask.
Don't want to turn it all the way red. That's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
That's a cardinal.
It's moving up in the ring. Rob, it's like Deadpool 3 sausage wallet. Dude, I'm not gonna get fucking tickets of that dumb shit.
No, hell no.
I could barely watch the first Deadpool without being like, oh my god, what the fuck?
You know how long it took me to watch that whole movie? Probably 3 years of watching parts of it, going, ugh. And then finally I watched it, and they're like a ship turns over, like they flip a ship over or something.
Is that what happens? I don't even remember. I like put it out of my mind because I'm like.
Yeah, I can't remember how, but somehow the ship falls over and they're all falling. It's a giant ocean liner
They
looking
all
thing.
fell down. Sorry.
I don't mind watching the one where they're all mutants or whatever that he's part of, that Wolverine's part of.
Oh.
But X-Men, I don't mind watching those. I kind of enjoyed those.
Right.
1, 2, and so close.
Is Bandito maybe an old guy or something?
Nah,
Because
look.
Chris is kind of an older guy, right? So he's running down the ropes. He's like running. Had to slow down for Bandito. And then he got up on the ropes and then he's like, all right, I'm here. The guy's like, hey, I'm coming. Did it.
Don't make fun of Bandito. Look at that. He landed right on his neck.
Both of them.
Jericho! He moved to get under it.
Like, dude, don't do that.
I think he's got a bloody nose underneath his mask.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, because it's coming through red. And Jericho has no blood on him.
Boom has a question for people. I'm not reading it. Love you.
Read it to yourself.
Robbie's like, that guy has got blood on his white mask. Really, Robbie? Thanks for stating the obvious, Mr.
Oh,
Yes.
gets behind him. This is with the clothesline. Rolls him through. Jericho. Oh, damn. That'll work.
Dumb
1,
was that?
2. So close.
He's like, let go of my arm. I need to lift my arm so I can lift my shoulder up. He has to focus on the finish line. It's there somewhere. I think his problem is his mask makes so he can't see well. I think somebody cut the holes in it wrong. It's probably his wife.
It's his buddy's wife. Uh-oh, there it is. Ring the bell. It's over, guys. You ain't kicking out of that.
He's like, mm-mm.
Oh, there's still plenty of time.
People's like, I'm texting a buddy in South Florida. Is he okay? How are they doing? Did they evacuate? Or
There
did they
are
stay at
a
home?
lot of people went down to Miami
Oh, because
when they evacuated. Yeah, well, it's
Oh.
already around it. It's already passed.
Oh, I see. That makes sense.
Bandito is going to kick out of the walls of Jericho?
How dare he?
I guess it's not a kick out, but a get
Jericho.
out. Okay, just give it up, homie. Tap.
Well, it's never been submitted in Ring of Honor action.
Oh, he got to the
look, he
ropes.
made it.
Oh, Jericho thinks he won. Jericho thinks he won. Look at all the flipping off in the crowd. Like, everybody in the crowd's flipping off Jericho.
Why? You don't like him? That's weird. Robbie's like the lion tamer.
Who the hell's this guy?
Who the hell's what guy?
The guy that's announcing.
He's an ROH commentator. Somebody blobbered about him earlier. I don't know who it was.
Get up there, Jericho. The cowboy in the front row's texting or something.
Robbie says, "Do you know how to do that?" Well, says Jericho. Do I? Oh, that's interesting, Robbie. I'm glad you're telling me what I know. Pickle's like, he had to make sure his parents were good. Some general property damage, fence and shutters. Their power may be out for about a week. What? We can't have a power out for a week? I saw all of those, like, utility vehicles were down there to help them. So
my question with that is why? Okay, there's a hurricane at least once or twice a year.
Right.
Right, and they're not always devastating, but they're always
Some
there.
of them can
They're
be.
always there, though.
Yes.
So why would you build a beach house on stilts? Right? It's going to get ruined. And the other question is why don't they put the fucking power underground?
I don't know.
It's underground everywhere else.
Maybe they can't because of the soil.
They just put it in tar.
Well, wouldn't you have to like be able to fix it? Something happened to it?
Yeah, you'll know where it's out at. They know where it's broke, then they just dig a hole and fix it. It's going to take less than a week. And wire doesn't just break.
Right.
And trust me, they have that, whatever it's called, creosol or whatever, that they can put around those wires. They'll last forever. Don't put your power lines above ground.
Right. I gotta do with the wrestling commentator. I don't.
Whoa!
Somebody said it earlier. I'm just.
1, 2, new champion! Oh, we almost had a new Ring of Honor champ.
People says power grids may be finicky. I don't know for sure. Well, hopefully they aren't out of power for that long. That blows. Hopefully they get everything kind of put back.
It's like Kenya.
Put back.
Like ours here, like if our power out's for like an hour, I'm like, what's going on? This is bullshit.
Right? Robbie's like, "Do I reckon you would be quite strong if you were to fight?" Yeah.
Does everybody in Florida have generators?
Piccolo,
There it is.
Do you have a generator, Piccolo?
The Lion Tamer. He's going to tap this time, though. He's never tapped before. And they're going to have him tap to Jericho's first time ever.
Piccolo, but kind of.
There it is. Tapped out. He tapped out.
Oh, man, that's mean.
Little 18-minute match to end the
He's
show.
never been, whatchamacallit?
Tap. Yeah, now he has.
What do you call that?
Tap.
Submitted.
Yeah.
He's never been submitted, and now he did. He's like, my mask was coming off. I had to tap. Pickle says OFC 2.
So now he's supposed to shake their hands.
What does that mean?
Shake hands?
Yeah. No. I was asking Piccolo what it means, OFC 2. Hopefully he's okay.
As he just rolled out and Aubrey chased him.
Yeah, well, she was trying to talk to him, so I don't know what's going on. Okay, weird. Piccolo, what kind of cheese did you have in your grilled cheese sandwich? I'm just curious. Oh, of course. Okay, thank you. Luna says see you Friday. Yeah, see you Friday. What you breaking?
Nothing. I just touched that. October 12th.
In my home country of Toronto.
He's from the country of Toronto.
In the country of Toronto! Oh my god, seriously? What the fuck? In their country of Toronto. Robbie's like, film, they both lose and get counted out, right?
That's you, homie. You better run!
Oh,
God!
Oh my god, Eddie! Oh man!
He just Judas effect his disappear.
Poor guy. Horrifying.
Jericho with a
Horrifying.
massive heel turn. Oh, wait, he's already heel.
I'm so disgusted right now.
I don't know what to think of him. I might not be a Jericho fan tomorrow.
All right. Phil wants to know Miss Dia Travis, who will win an armpit deodorant match, Rhea or Becky? Becky.
Becky always wins.
Robbie says Phil, they both lose. They get counted out. And Piccolo says Colby Jack and Cheddar. That's a good combo.
Couple
Robbie
cheeses.
says, oh, he's not good at geography like you. Dude, it's his home country of Canada. You would think that
Toronto.
he would know where it was.
This is home country of Toronto.
Toronto. Anyways. All right. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out with us for AEW Dynamite tonight. Everybody, if you're in Florida and you're still out there listening to us, stay safe, okay, guys? Be careful. Be good. Make good choices. And just stay safe. Take care of yourself there, people. I know you're probably not going to get a lot of the bad weather, but still things can happen. Hope all your family and friends are safe down there. All right, everybody. We'll see you on Friday for SmackDown.
Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye-bye.
Bye.